Guys, today we need to talk about what's going on with Fortnite because Fortnite is in a very weird spot right now. Fortnite is low-key ruining their game right now, and somehow I'm still having the most fun that I've had my entire time playing this entire chapter. Don, you idiot! And I know that sounds crazy, and I'm gonna explain why in a moment. At the end of this video, it will make sense. The majority of my problems are actually with competitive, but I think this bleeds over into other aspects of the game as well. Now, I want to start this off by saying that the biggest problem that Fortnite is having right now is the loot pool. The loot pool is absolute dog water. And there, like I said, there's two sides to this. There's pubs, and then, of course, you have competitive. Specifically with the weapons, the weapon selection is pretty bad. We have 3 ARs in the game, and out of the 3, only one of them is really good. The burst is okay, and the Ranger, nobody uses the Ranger. No one likes the Ranger. No one uses the Ranger unless they have to. What Fortnite is doing is, for some reason, they're taking the old weapons that they have, throwing them away, and basically just reskinning them and making them watered down versions of weapons that we've already had. For example, the Striker is supposed to be the pump. That's why it's called the Striker pump. The Auto is supposed to be the tac. Fortnite themselves even came out and admitted that the new Hammer AR is basically the newer version of the old AR. My question is, why do we need reskins of old guns? Just give us the old guns back. I understand that they're trying to refresh Fortnite, they're trying to switch it up and make it feel good, but it's not necessary. The old guns worked fine, everybody enjoyed the old guns. Give us the old guns back. These new weapons don't seem to be able to compete with the old ones, especially for controller players when it comes to aim assist. Aim assist is definitely a problem. My sensitivity, my settings, I always feel like I have to tweak them. Some days it feels stronger than others, but to me, it seems inconsistent. The other problem with the loot pool is just how fun it is. Now, like I said, I think they're actually making changes for this, right? So it's not just the guns that we're getting, right? It's boogie bombs or impulses, things like that. I'm glad that boogie bombs are coming back to the game. I know Ninja will be happy about that. I hope that they add bubble shields back at some point, especially for my guys who are enjoying zero builds right now. This I had stronger feelings on, like I said, last week, but after seeing the changes that they intend to bring to Wild Week, and also with the advent of the new shotgun that they added, I'm a bit more lenient on the loot pool. My biggest issue, though, when it comes to the loot pool is Arena. Arena is dead. You have no shockwaves, no cars, no launch pads, no rift-to-goes. The only bit of mobility that we have in Arena right now are the Spider-Mans, which only give you 10 uses. There aren't even animals to ride in the game. They took out everything. On top of that, the loot pool is incredibly dry. Here's the thing that gets me. A lot of the newer guns that get added to the game don't get put into competitive. For example, last season when the MK came back, the MK was not put in the game. This season, ironically, the 2-shot shotgun was added to competitive, but the new Prime shotgun that we got yesterday was not. So Fortnite is dedicated on keeping this trash 2-shot shotgun into the meta pool, but they don't want to add a decent shotgun like the Prime shotgun in. That's probably one of the best guns that they've added. The only other good new guns that we got this season were the DMR and the Hammer. Outside of that, everything else has been trash. The decisions that they're making to keep the loot pool so limited and the mobility options so limited, it makes competitive boring for competitive players and for spectators, for people that enjoy watching competitive. I understand that there's a lot more cheese involved when it comes to certain items, like, for example, shockwave grenades, right? But that's what makes the game fun and makes the game interesting. I think Fortnite needs to start adding more fun items back into the loot pool, even potentially experimenting with boogie bombs, because at the end of the day, this game, albeit it's competitive, this game is still Fortnite. In the OG days of competitive, everything was fair game. I understand limiting some items. I can understand that some people would disagree with boogie bombs. I get that. But at least impulses, rift-to-goes, stuff like that, those aren't game-breaking items. Those, in my opinion, should be reintroduced into the competitive scene. The other thing I would say, too, is certain map features, like having the tornadoes spawn randomly on the map, that's not a feature, as far as I know, in competitive. I don't see that being a problem either. They should have the variable weather, the same variable weather effects that we have in pubs. You should have that in competitive as well. Of course, you can always come up with some kind of scenario where it would be inconvenient for somebody to have to deal with a tornado, but that's the nature of BR. Things are unpredictable, and that's what makes it fun to watch. Finally, and this, a lot of people aren't going to feel me as much on this one, but for my Fortnite theories, the people that enjoy the story, you'll understand where I'm coming from with this one. Fortnite's story is in a very weird spot. To be specific, the vibing quests, they're not as fun and entertaining as the resistance quests were from last season.
Thank you for helping Amy secure that relic. She's great, right? I mean, extremely intense, and she won't stop calling me daddy, but you know, she's still in beta.
The way that the quests are progressing the story is very lackluster. Not to mention, we're not getting them as consistently as we got the resistance quests. The first 3 parts were put out 3 weeks into the season, and then we had to wait like another week or 2 for part 4, and then part 4 was out, and now we have to wait another month for part 5. And not to mention, none of these quests seem to really be progressing the story along. I'm quite frankly not sure what the story even is this season. That ominous plant chick that was in the trailer, the season 3 trailer, we know it's going to be building up to something like that, and all these different trees are popping up on the map. Fine. It's like the Cube Queen all over again. I've made Fortnite theories on that. If you want to see those, go ahead and check out the short section on my YouTube channel. We don't know enough about Fortnite's characters, and quite frankly, the comics aren't even giving us a lot there either. Fortnite really needs to do better with ramping up their story. Now, I said that I'm still enjoying Fortnite, even though it's arguably in one of the worst states that it's ever been in. And I think the reason for that is because, for me, because I'm a content creator and I have goals that I'm constantly setting for myself, and I can see the progression on my channel and my community and what I'm building with you guys, it makes it more enjoyable for me. On top of that, Joe and I started playing Arena Fortnite again. Like, we got away from no builds, and just playing builds again just reinvigorated my enjoyment for the game. I'm enjoying playing builds again. I'm enjoying the grind in Arena, and I'm enjoying making content for you guys and seeing how well my content does, pushing the envelope of what I can do as a content creator for you guys, making more entertaining content for you. Because of that, I can have more enjoyment with the game than the average person, because I have something that I'm constantly striving for. And I think that that's why, like, I will have more fun than a lot of you. A lot of you guys, when you come into the live streams, you tell me how bored you are with the game, how you haven't logged in for a few days. You guys also need to keep in mind that, like, I don't play Fortnite every day either. Like, most of my days when I'm not streaming are spent making content for you guys. I give myself breaks in between too, so that's probably another reason why I have enjoyment. Guys, take breaks, touch grass, go out, enjoy life. There's more to life than just Fortnite. Anybody can just sit here and complain about how bad Fortnite is, right? Anybody can just sit here and talk about how horrible the game is, but I actually have some solutions to how I think Fortnite could improve. Next video, 5 ways Fortnite could improve their game. In the meantime, if you're new here, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. Use creator code Clark_Clint in the item shop. #ad as always. And lastly, if you're new here, you want to check out some other content from me, why don't you go ahead and check out the Zero War issue number 2 comic video that I did. It's got voice acting, music, sound effects, all that good stuff for you to check out to keep you entertained. Guys, I love you, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace out.